Yo, what's up? We're back. We're doing another video. Check it out. We got some water. Staying hydrated. Oh, think I'm gonna hit the gym today. Hopefully hit the gym. Whoa, I poked my eye. Oh, gosh. Hopefully hit the gym. But I might just do the music video today. Either way, it's pretty cool. I almost made it through the night without having any added sugar. I came so close. Literally right after that video, I was getting the munchies, and I had a cherry chocolate. I had a cherry chocolate. I had some peanut butter. I had more granola, which that is totally fine. It's also heart healthy, so there's nothing wrong with the granola. But yeah, I did have the chocolate. Yeah, the peanut butter has a little added sugar. I wish it didn't, because peanut butter doesn't need added sugar. This is a thing most companies get wrong. They just pour a bunch of that added sugar in there. It'll only be like, I would say 2 to 4 grams of added sugar per serving, which isn't anything crazy. I don't even feel guilty if I use a little bit of peanut butter and it had some added sugar in it. That can be the added sugar for the day. But they fuck it up by putting added sugar and honey all the time. And people will think they're buying natural shit because it's honey, but it's not natural. It's got added sugar in it. I'm sure I've talked about this before. It's something I'm very passionate about as someone who has a crippling sugar addiction alongside an awareness that it's not the right thing to be doing. And I have gone super long stretches without added sugar, cutting it out completely, and uh, I've done very well in the past. I'm not sure why it's such a problem these days, but I'm getting past it finally. I can feel it coming. I have less cravings. So all in all, that's pretty good. Hey, bless up for that. Well, I seem to have a runny nose. I oh, you see the runny nose. It's very possible that I've gotten COVID. Um, I seem to still have taste. I'm getting terrible migraines. Um, but that's all I'm really experiencing. Maybe slight body aches, but it is very minimal, if anything. Now that I think about it, it might be more responsible not to go to the gym if I'm not feeling well. It also could crash my immune system, so maybe it would be better to play it safe tonight. I plan on committing to my my goal that I set with smoking less CBD as soon as I've got a day done with no added sugar. I think it'll be an empowering improvement, a good development. It'll make me feel empowered, feel like I can tackle the going without the CBD again. And at first it'll just be like, I'll only smoke at night, and then we'll limit it down to just a few days a week. Because it's a beautiful thing creatively, and it's got a lot of perks, but at the same time, you can't be in a daze constantly, and I've been slipping into that, so I need to tighten it up. I gotta tighten up the hatches. Man, people take water for granted. I don't understand people who are like, "Oh, I don't like the taste of water." Like my mom doesn't like the taste of water. I'm like, "Come on now. Like it's water. It's We're composed of water, you know? Water is beautiful. Water doesn't require taste. It's the most refreshing thing there is. The best thing there is. Water is everything. It really is. Um, that got me thinking about the climate crisis. Man, what a time to be alive. I was talking to my mom and I was like, I think I'm going to be alive to see some shit. Some real shit with the climate crisis, you know. Economic deterioration. We're living through it right now. And also, you know, apps, popular apps, you know, we're advancing technologically. And Elon Musk talks of going to Mars eventually, but man, do you really want to go in space? I mean, that's some heavy shit. Yeah, I mean, have you seen the movie Alien? Have you seen have you seen the famous movie Alien? Crazy shit happens in space. Alien Resurrection, they knock a hole in the fucking spaceship. This was completely inaccurate. I feel, but it sucks it seems like it's a reoccurring theme where they suck the alien out of the spacecraft. And you know that's cool, but it's interesting how it's a reoccurring theme. I believe haven't they done that in every Alien movie? Man, I could be wrong. Um, oh, they even did it in Alien Isolation. Just think about that. They always do that. But anyway, space is nothing to fuck with. I mean, like, oh man, it's just you and all that metal and then vast death. You know, it's a pretty crazy thing. You know, black holes. What happens when you go in there? You know, nothing good. I would imagine. If Treasure Planet has taught me anything, it's not to go in a black hole. Yeah, I think some dude like falls in a black hole in that. Oh yeah, it's actually a monumental death scene in the movie Treasure Planet. I believe that's a Pixar movie, or I know it's Disney. I I don't know if Disney Pixar is the same thing or if it's separate. You know, it's a great scene in that movie is where the main character, who I really like and relate to. Maybe that sounds so stupid, but I love that main character. He's great, and there's that man, there's that part where he's fucking gliding on his he's got some sort of a hovercraft, I believe, and that beautiful ballad is happening. That song is playing in the background and it's bumping, it's going, I'm still here, you know. Yes, I'm still here. You know, that was a I always loved that song in the background. It's really beautiful. I actually I should write down that I need to watch that movie. That and Titan AE. I went on a date with this chick a few months ago, and she was like talking about Titan AE, and I was like, oh shit, I remember that. Like that movie was so cool the first two times I saw it. But the problem with animation is there's something inherently depressing about it. Underneath everything, animation is kind of depressing. Maybe it's this depressing because we know that real life can never be as cool as a cartoon. I'm not sure what it is. It's just something to think about. I was just listening to Youth of the Nation by Pod or POD. Only song I know by them, but it seems we have been talking about gun violence in music for a very long time now. Gun violence isn't a new thing, which is crazy. And I didn't even know that Columbine happened in Colorado. I had no idea. I just knew the name Columbine High School. And and then I'm out with my friends smoking, and I look and I'm like, I'm at Columbine High School right now. It was the weirdest thing. And I was like, oh shit, this is it, like, and you don't think about that when you're there, you like, or I didn't, at least I didn't think about the gravity of it, like some evil shit went down here, some despicable things happened, you know, and having a we're here having a good time, smoking, hanging out, and we're not thinking about it. One time a girl told me that I look like one of the survivors from the the Columbine shooting, which was a very strange compliment. They meant it in a compliment. They explained it to me, but I thought that was a very strange connection or simile to make. You know, I don't know a great deal about the tragedy that happened at Columbine. I know the basics, but it's also something I don't want to expose my mind to. The thing is, in life, you can either run away from the darkness, you can you can stand still with your eyes closed and feel that it's there, and you can also look it straight in the eye. Those are the three things you can do. And, True Detective is a phenomenal show. Season one, absolutely beautiful. Matthew McConaughey, Woody Harrelson, phenomenal performances, written to perfection by both creators. Absolutely phenomenal. But in that show, there is a quote where Matthew McConaughey talks about the war between the dark and the light. And he says, if you ask me, the light's winning. And, I hate to say that that's just wishful thinking. I don't really know. I don't really know because I would have to examine further. But I I want to say something like that's true, but at the same time, it's like every day you hear about a new shooting that happened or something, and it's like, damn, this is, yeah, like should I homeschool my kid when I become a father to keep him away from the possibility of ever being exposed to a horrible thing like a public shooting? But at the same time, you could make the argument that if you go there, why not why let your kid out at all? Because nowhere is really safe, and you just keep spiraling into this experience of fear. I don't I don't know. Just something to think about. Alex told me a important thing the other day. and it was about the death of your enemies. Now, this is something that I had to look deep within and give this some thought. He was basically saying that even if someone you absolutely hate dies, you owe them at least a shred of respect in death. And that is paraphrasing what he was expressing to me. But there was something very important about being respectful, being the bigger man, and having a toast to their life, even if you were enemies when they were alive. And that's something I really had to think about, and I realized that my feelings about it before were just not not congruent with the way that I actually feel. So anyway, I he allowed me to have another perspective, and that is one of the greatest gifts in the world. It really is. It's absolutely beautiful. I had a great time with Alex yesterday. We were just like, uh, man, it was like just one of those special nights, We were supposed to do the music video. We both got a little silly, and then found that the best thing to do is rap and go back and forth and just like work on new music. It was wicked fun. It was a beautiful creative expression. I loved it. So yeah, hopefully tonight is another good night. But I do need to tighten it up with my CBD usage. That and the sugar are the two main things we're going to tackle. Then we can move right on over to exercise and being disciplined. It's as simple as that. That's our plan. So far, things are looking pretty positive. Okay. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed my video. Um, it's kind of bleak, but I like to think about um, the sense of legacy my YouTube videos may provide if something negative ever happened to me. God forbid, you know. Um, I know that my friends and family will be able to see a lot of what made me me in my videos. And I think sometimes we talk about good things, so I'm going to just keep putting these videos out because what's a man if he doesn't try? Like I said, I say it all the time. What's a man if he doesn't shoot his shot and go for it? I got a story to tell you about that, but I'll tell you another time. All right. Goodbye, you beautiful people. Always know that you are enough.